Renters in Jacksonville have seen price hikes close to 30% since 2020, creating dire situations for families and individuals who can't keep up with rising rents.
Housing, human shelter, something that everyone needs, is now becoming an asset class investment.
Those numbers are from the Jax Rental Housing Project. University of North Florida sociology professor David Jaffe and Caitlin Renzi, a student triple majoring in sociology, political science, and interdisciplinary studies, are behind the findings.
We were really looking at what factors are contributing to the spike in rents in Jacksonville. So we decided we need to investigate the corporate landlord invasion, not just in the single family sector, but also in the multifamily.
For the last 2 years, David and Caitlin have been gathering data on every multifamily apartment complex in Jacksonville with 10 units or more, collecting information on evictions, code violations, and sales information.
The pattern that I noticed was that investment firms, by far more than any other ownership class, had way higher evictions and tend to use a lot of the same property management companies. And these companies sort of almost automatically were evicting residents for a variety of reasons.
The research pinpoints Duval County as the eviction capital of the state, with almost double the monthly average evictions of Miami-Dade County. Part of the problem is that 72% of multifamily rental properties are owned by real estate or investment firms.
So would you guys say that this is why we have such a high rate of evictions, is because of who is controlling the rental market?
Yes, there's the business model that we associate with the financialization of human shelter. They buy up these properties, they bundle them together into a portfolio, and they make that available to their investors.
Their research suggests that corporate landlords face pressures from investors to file evictions and remove tenants.
It's often easier to bring somebody in new, who hasn't lived there and didn't know that the rent was $1,100. Now it's $1,400.
Caitlin describes this as taking the humanity out of a tenant-landlord relationship.
It's a very different dynamic if you know who your landlord is, if they're, somebody who lives in the community and has a vested interest in making sure the community is healthy and, sustained, versus an investment firm who's probably based in New York and primary objective is to make as much profit in the 3 to 5 years that they own the property.
Tiffany Salome, Channel 4, the local station.
Local policies, including a tenant bill of rights, could help bring the number of evictions down. Professor Jaffe says the high eviction rates can also be partially explained by weak tenant protections in Florida. Duval County is the only metro area that does not have a tenant bill of rights. You can read all the research by clicking on this story on news4jax.com.